Right, I am super excited because for the first time ever, we can actually read the rulebook that Formula One stewards use to hand out penalties. We have been asking for this for so long, but the FIA have finally released the internal penalty guidelines book and that elusive driving standards handbook we've all been asking for. And yes, these are the ones they use for every weekend. So let's get into it. First off, the penalty point system. We know how this works. Drivers get points for any serious incidents on the track. 12 points in 12 months equals an automatic race ban. Points are only applied for driving offences. They do not apply for any fines or reprimands that are made to drivers. There are some examples from the document, such as causing a collision. That's a 10-second penalty or a drive-through penalty, and 3 penalty points on your licence. Forcing the car off the track, that's 10 seconds or 30 seconds if it's reckless driving, and 2 to 3 penalty points. An unsafe pit release is 5 to 10 seconds and 2 penalty points. Overtaken under the safety car, that's a stop and go penalty and 3 penalty points on your licence. Go over the virtual safety car delta by more than 5 seconds. That's a drive-through penalty and 3 penalty points. But let's talk about driving standards and that elusive document we've been talking about, and overtaking and defending, because that's where all the controversy happens. To pass on the inside, you must be at least mirror to mirror at the apex. You've got to be in control of your car, no dive bonds, stay on a clean racing line, and leave room for the other car. For an outside move, you must be fully ahead at the apex to be able to claim the corner. If you're only alongside, the other car does not have to leave you room. Rejoining the track, you can't make any other cars lift, brake, or swerve, and no flat out rejoining when you rejoin from any runoff area by the track. When it comes to defence, 1 move per straight. If you move back to the racer line, you must leave at least a car's width. And under braking, you can't move more than once the braking phase has started. Track limits, as we know, follow the usual format: 3 warnings and then the 5-second penalty, and then 5 seconds for each penalty offence after that. But you won't be penalised if you went wide to avoid any contact, you lost control of the car, or you were forced off. Now remember, these aren't official laws, they are internal guidelines used by the stewards to make decisions. It is up to the stewards' discretion how they apply these penalties. It's a broad outline rather than the must-do for the stewards. Now, if you want to know more about this, I've gone through most of these, and I've also written an article, which is, of course, on coffeecornermotorsport.com. So head on over to there, and you'll also find the link to the documents if you want to read them for yourself.